Later on. Oh, stop it. Oh, gosh.
Big up, everyone. Welcome to another episode of LRFC. Today we're doing the Premier League preview of Liverpool versus Brentford, the first home game. Can I just welcome, obviously, is it to my left, but on the screen to my right is Uncle. Welcome, Uncle. How you doing?
I am very well, my friend. Very well. Glad to be here. Always happy to be here, my friend. Always happy.
Wicked. And next to him is a very funny brother.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here.
Fresh out the asylum, fresh out the asylum.
Yes. I came just now.
And below him, we've got Siren. Welcome, my brother. Nice to meet you as well for the first time.
Big up, mate. Great intro, by the way.
Oh, thank you, bro.
And then we've got right bang in the middle, the man himself, Fawzi.
Big up, guys. I'm going to be freezing a lot, so, I've got a computer issue, but I'm trying. Big up, everyone.
And we've got on the bottom left, last but not least, Musa. How you doing, bro?
How you guys doing, man? It's been a while, man. Back in it.
Uncle Ross has been asking for you, man. He said,
I'm here now. I'm here now. That's what matters.
Listen, your Uncle Ross has been asking about your welfare, my friend.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. Thanks, man. It's nice to see you, lads, man. It's nice to see you, Uncle, man.
It looks fresh, man.
I'm telling you.
Salam alaikum.
Excellent. That's good, man. Also wanted to welcome the chat. Chat, thank you for joining us. We appreciate every single one of you guys. And also quick mic check. Everything working good, yeah? Because I've been getting complaints lately. I had to go change my mic as well. Buy a new mic and everything.
Well,
so is everything working good on my end, at least?
Sir. Yeah, much better.
So if my mic's not working, you're gonna buy me one as well, yeah.
No worries. DM me later. So yeah, guys, we've got a packed schedule. We're gonna try and hit every point as much as possible. Before we discuss the Premier League match, I wanted to talk a little bit about FSG.
Oh, not
Do you guys think that FSG, and I'll start off with Musa here. Do you think that FSG has set us up for the upcoming season in good stead by getting rid of the young players and making room in the squad, or do you see it as detrimental to our season, getting rid of our depth?
It's a wait and see thing. It's like, when Chelsea sold their young players, and they became good. It's like, but at the same time, Chelsea sold a couple of talent that were not as great, and it's like, you're making money back. That's the whole thing. And we've done this before with Liverpool with like players like a Jordan Ibe and a Dominic Solanke, where we sold them to Bournemouth, and now we sold 2 players to Brentford. Same way, similar in fashion. So it's like, it's always a wait and see thing. It's always like Dominic Solanke now is a great player. He's playing for Tottenham now. You see what I mean? Like it's always going to be a wait and see thing. But me personally, players like Bobby Clark, Harvey Blair, we're not gonna get into the first team realistically. So it's one of those ones like you might as well. And what was Bobby Clark, like 11 mil, 10 mil? I'll take them, man. Move him on. I think move him on. Best for him anyway. I think that's perfect. That was a perfect deal anyway.
Okay, I'll come to Siren here. What do you think? Do you think that
It's Kieran. Is it Kieran?
Is it? Sorry, it's Kieran. It's like my bad.
We don't want to say the wrong names in it all day, so I'm just giving them
Kieran with a C. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think FSG are going about it well? Because some people are saying that they're getting rid of some of the, I wouldn't call it dead wood, but clearing out a squad, like the squad depth, so they can start to bring in slots type of players in the upcoming few seasons. What do you say?
Do I think they've set us up well? No, I do not. Because here's the thing, right? We sold Carvalho, right? Now Carvalho played against Arsenal and United and scored against both opponents in pre-season. Now, that's good opposition. So no one can tell me that he wouldn't do a job from the bench at least. I'm not saying he's good enough to start, but as a bench player, he's good enough to play for Liverpool Football Club. Certainly better than signing nobody, right? So I don't think they're doing a good job at all. Now, if we replace those guys, then that's a different conversation. But in 7 days, do you think that we're going to do it? I mean, we've been here now for near 2.5 months and we haven't done anything. So I don't think anything's going to change.
Yeah. I've those two comments that came up from Don Hassan. We used to what is it? Go at it, but what it is, it's what it is, isn't it? Like situations change.
Yeah.
Once we see that the best manager that's ever happened to us leave, and then a new manager comes in and doesn't really get backed, you tend to start to ask questions, and that's what I've been doing lately. Anton,
Yes, bro.
Some people are saying that Hughes and Edwards are trying to recruit all the money that Klopp spent last season.
What did he spend last season? How much did he spend last season?
Gravenberch, Endo.
But
Who
they were
else?
pocket change. How much today?
McAllister.
And McAllister, yeah. So
5 million.
yeah.
How much is Gravenberch?
Roughly around the same.
And the rest?
And then
we had was 70 mil on thing, wasn't it?
60 million pounds on Szoboszlai, yeah.
Yeah, Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Bro, I think they're knocking everyone, mate. Knocking everyone. Like I said from early doors, I don't trust them at all. I don't trust them as far I can throw them. I can't throw them. I couldn't physically throw these two people there. I couldn't physically, even in older, I consider myself strong. I can't throw them. So therefore, I don't trust them at all. I got no trust in them at all. They could get 2 big ballers tomorrow. I still wouldn't trust them. I don't trust them. I'm gone past that threshold. Out, please. I don't care what you bring. Out. I've lost everything from them. I lost all credit from them, man.
That's fair enough. Uncle, I wanted to ask you as well. Since FSG have this model of sell to buy, and when we were on top, when we won the Champions League, when we won the Premier League, they didn't seem to aim to stay in a top position. Some people are saying they like to just compete for around the top 4 area where you're getting Champions League money and just there and thereabouts, and not really wanting to dominate. What do you say?
Listen, first off, yeah, I got the new drip, yeah. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, man. Musical legend, musical legend, man. They gone too soon. All right. Now that's out of the way. The thing is with FSG, if you look at FSG now, I know this sell to buy thing, but if you look at FSG now, it's sell to sell now. Do you know what I mean? It's sell to sell. Now, they've always been like this. they've always been like this from day one. They've always been like from day one when they spent money. Because me and Fuzzy was talking about the other day. From day one when they spent money on Andy Carroll and they spent like 35 million on him, and they wasn't too happy about it. And when you think about it, nobody held a gun to their head. This is what they done. They decided Andy Carroll was the one that sort of like they wanted. They spent 35 million on Andy Carroll. And ever since then, they've got this transfer committee in to sort of like pinch these sort of like transfers. So in other words, what you had is a system where if the manager wanted a player, right, he couldn't just go out and get a player. He had to go through the transfer committee and say, look, I want this player, yeah, I want this player and that player. And they tell them if it's possible to get that player. And usually it was no. They had some other target in place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, the structure of what we've got told this season was, we got told for 2 months, that August is going to be a busy time. Yeah, it's going to be a busy time, right? August. This is what I will say. August come, like, who's that? Where's that noise coming from, man? What?
It's an airplane, man. What's going on?
Someone's got a hairdryer on. Who's washing their hair, man?
Me. Sorry, I'm shaving in it under my arms.
You know what I mean? No, but like, from the first of like August, second of August, right? They came out and said, right, you know what? It's going to be a bit busy 10 days. Well, essentially, they wasn't wrong because there's a busy 10 days of getting rid of players. But this is not what we were led to believe. Yeah, right. Now you got to think of what they put in place, and then you got to look at the ambitions of the club, right? You got Richard Hughes in, which is League One Championship standard. I don't care anybody says he's not the standard of a sporting director of Liverpool. You got Gary Birchall at the day, which is the same League One, right? League One Championship level, and he's our head scout. Do you know what I mean? You got Michael Edwards just come back in, right? Which, end of the day, he's not really bothered about sort of like Liverpool, the day-to-day run of Liverpool. He's literally at the day sort of like concerned about getting the Boston Celtics and all them things there and all that stuff. So really, what you got now, and you got a system at the day, right, that is not pulling together with Liverpool. Yeah. It's just putting money in their pockets. That can't be right. That cannot be right. And then nobody could tell me at the day that is right. Yeah, we needed a 6. You went out and tried and buy a 6. Okay, you got rejected. Yeah, so you're telling me there's no one 6 out there to get. And then if you look at that now, that means they was only going to get one player because that one player that they said they can't find. What about the centre back? What about sort of like the 4 player that was promised? We was promised 3 players. Do you know what I mean? So it's shambolic, and the thing is about it, it's never gonna change as long as these guys are in there. These guys have got to go. They've got to go because if they don't, it's gonna be the same. Because all they're gonna do in there is suck money at the club to fund their own interests. Do you know what I mean? To get up to acquire other things to make more money. They don't care about Liverpool. They don't care about the fans because they've mugged us off for 13 years. 13 years we've had to listen to excuses from these people. And I'm telling you, it's time they go. Nobody could tell me that FSG are good owners. So get out. Get the hell out of my club.
That's it. Excellent point. And I'll come to Foles on this part.
Man said manscaping, you know.
We'll do the chat, let me just say something about what
before you do the chat, before you jump in, I just wanted to ask you a question.
Go on.
Do you think because there's a school of thought that people are saying that we're just complaining and we just want signings for the sake of signing? Is this what Liverpool fans want? Signings for the sake of signing so we can just be hyped up like Chelsea and Man United? Or is it or what are we asking for, or what kind of structure do we really want?
We want some. Listen, at the end of the day, we already know what positions we need to fill in, don't we? You know what I mean? Which is the DM position and most of all the centre back position. 2 players left, which is Thiago and Matip. So we need to replace them as soon as possible. In order for us to challenge or be in the top 4, that's the 2 positions which are crucial at the moment for us to fill in. We can't go into the season with injury-prone players and expect any difference. You know what I mean, guys? So that's a dangerous game already. So it's not it's not like signing for the sake of signing. It's something they should have looked at a while ago. Michael Edwards, didn't have a job for a while. So surely to God, he should have known the problems we're facing on that pitch. This is not a new thing for Liverpool Football Club. This has been happening since Fabinho was declining. So all those years, we should have known the positions we need to fill in. You know what I mean? But secondly, I want to talk about Husam, the way he's talking about you in regards to the chat. He should not say things like that. I mean, everybody's entitled to change their mind. You know what I mean? Everybody was saying in the beginning that it was Jurgen Klopp that was behind this. He wanted to work with like a small squad. He wants to develop players and etc. 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 Some of us, we already know it's FSG. You know what I mean? But not everybody is going to be in one side at the end of the day. It takes a manager to leave for you to understand that, it wasn't the manager that was the problem. It was actually the ownership. So, everybody's entitled to change their mind at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So everybody's difference of opinions is how it is, but it's not always, I'm always right. You know what I mean? You don't want to get, you can't give credit to people every single time, if you know what I mean, guys? So, like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I respect if you support FSG, if you're in the middle, or if you're not. You know what I mean? That's how it is. But now, I think a lot of people have opened their eyes that, it wasn't Jurgen Klopp all along. It was these owners. So we don't need to go for tit for tat and, on messages, who's right and who's wrong. We're not kids here. We're grown-ups at the end of the day, if you know what I mean, guys. So if Nurabitz changes his mind, he changes his mind. Uncle Rod's changed his mind, he changed his mind. Anton, same, everybody. You know what I mean? We lacked FSG before, you know what I mean? When we was winning, nobody was complaining about them, and then we finally realized, they're penny pinchers. You know what I mean? When people are telling me FSG, they're the type of owners that don't know nothing about football. So what the hell are you doing in the game then, man? You should not be in the game. You know what I mean? You've been here for 14 years. You don't know what football is all about. You know what I mean? I've never seen an American that doesn't know the business he's going into. I've never seen that. You know what I mean? So these are the greediest people in the world in regards to business, and they don't know the business they're going into. Come on, guys. Let's be realistic here. But that's what I want to say about that. You know what I mean? You and Husam are good guys at the end of the day. He doesn't need to message you like that, a bit about things like that. But
man,
it is what it is.
Charlie,
it is what it is.
What you know what it is in the day. So let me just add on that, right? Let me just add that. I'm not going to be too over the top, right? You should be trying to gas up somebody on their own channel.
It's not all about who's right, Uncle. It's not all about who's right.
And that's what I'm trying to say, because you know what it is at the day. As much as I would disagree with what Hassan says sometimes, right? Yeah. I wouldn't go into his chat and gas him up like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes
I would never do that.
Yeah. So sometimes I think at the day, right, there's a mark of respect, right, and courtesy you need to show to people. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, right, like if I'm on a channel at the end of the day, right, and somebody's saying something that I disagree with, right, yeah, rather than me having like an argument with that person, I will just go. And Fuzzy knows I'm like that. I would just go.
100%. Yeah, you left last time when we was live.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, I would say, rather, this is not my channel. Rather than me say something and that disrespects that person's channel, I will just go. So really, there's literally at the day no need for that, because you know what? We're all in this together. We literally all in this together.
We support the same team. Yeah.
We all want the best for Liverpool Football Club. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But listen, at the end of the day, Uncle, they're both nice guys. You know what I mean? I'll get along with both.
I know.
That's why I had to say what I had to say.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying that
difference of opinions is how it is.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't need to message it out there.
If
you've got issues, discuss it outside. You know what I mean? Like, don't let people see this kind of stuff.
FSG is the real enemy, guys.
FSG is the real enemy.
Let's have it.
Yeah, real enemy.
Twist your mind.
One second. I'm just saying that it's just like what it does. It comes down to manners. Show a bit of manners and respect on other people's channel.
And the core.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
listen, you got that platform now, you know what I mean, in regards to, you know, views and, you know, and you know, people, you know, understanding you and all that stuff. Use it wisely, man. Don't attack people, you know what I mean? Just just respect each other. That's the whole point, man. Because, you know, I don't go into other people's like streams and start attacking people or, you know, talking about nonsense, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I respect your stream, you know, and all that stuff. And I just try to help you out in the chat as much as I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me explain the history about it. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember. Maybe 3 years ago. We had a debate on Coppish.
Yeah.
And it was the FSG inners and the FSG outers. And I was at that time I was the FSG inners because we were winning, obviously. So there's would you really need to complain about who was winning?
No,
really?
Exactly.
Yeah, when we just won the Premier League and the only
you win a Prem. You're blinded, of course. You're blinded.
We got the Champions. Yeah, I remember we were top of the league, and then when they didn't, help us out? You know, when all the defenders I think went down.
Yeah.
That season, I think that's where the topic started coming up. Like, are they seriously here to help us or not? So we said, like, I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's just they don't want to jump into the market because, you know, the same things they're feeding us now.
Yeah.
Where they don't want to, you know, we don't want to just jump in for no reason. We need to get the right person. And if the right person not available, we'd rather not do nothing.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so and then me and him was going back and forth, and so he's just basically, I think, just remembering that we were against each other. Now finally, I've come to the.
Listen, we're all in the same boat, man. I mean, we're brothers at the end of the day. We don't need this nonsense, man. Just let's just get on and move on. That's what we've got to do.
Exactly. Let's do the comments here. They've got some a lot of comments. Ravi, big up. Ravi, a big supporter of the channel. Wagwan, big up, man. This show is going to be explosive like Dr. Dre on some East Coast.
He's dreadies. I love that guy. I really love that guy.
Ravanite here, also a big supporter of the channel, says, big up, lads. Hopefully we can get some positivity. Talking about a deadbeat owners is draining. Good show, Fozzy. Earlier, appreciate you.
Big up, man. Always welcome, brother. Always welcome.
Yeah, wicked. Football Sanctuary says, hit the likes and subscribe. Yeah, do that, guys. There's 65 of you guys in here, which is excellent. We're growing, we're going fast, and hit those like buttons. It helps the algorithms. It helps us grow and reach more people. Fozzy Yo from Ravi. Reload that thing. Big up Fozzy in the panel. Asian Barnes, big up to the man them at work and listening. Thank you very much. That's wicked. Support from all the way in the US as well. Alexandra says, we celebrate top 4 slot doing miracles. LA says, big up Foles. Big up the man them. Scottish Bear says, guys, this FSG bunch of clowns are playing us. Think outside the box. No Champions League last season. It's this season. The money is missing from the 60 to 80 million. They are recouping the money back. Exactly what I said earlier, and I think that's what it looks like.
Yes, Daryl. Yeah, big up
Daryl. FSG out, says Richard.
Straight to the point.
Big up, Falls.
I love that. Not even a hello. FSG out.
Big up, Uncle and the panel.
Love that.
We need to progress, and this agent squad is not going to be able to make us go to the next level. Signings for signing's sake is a lazy narrative. I agree. Big up Norbit Rod, Tom Musa, Fozzy, Kieran, and the chat. And Manish says here, hello from Mauritius. Shout out LFC fans. Big up Mauritius.
Big up.
Scottish Bear says small squad mentality is from the final financial situation. They can't afford a big squad. This is probably a good take because he's to a small squad with limited amount of games. When you come to a big team with like the amount of games we might be able to play in a season, 60 plus games, he's going to quickly learn and going to find out as Kevin Hart says, you're going to learn today. Hollywood Rock says, Baz, our transfer activity is dead as the dodo bird. Extinct. Watching the likes and subscribe. And Early Doors Football TV says, facts, Uncle and Fozy here to support each other. That's all the comments. Just before we move on, anyone have a model that you like? And this is open to anyone to jump in. A model you like, a club that's operating right now, obviously not a Chelsea, but a club that you like the way they operate in and that we want to mimic.
Yeah. You'd have to say Arsenal. Arsenal are doing their thing. Arsenal are doing the thing. They're literally going out there and buying the right players for the right position. And they're not going crazy. Do you know what I mean? Because like what they've done this season, they've brought in Galafuri, which is a ball-playing centre-back. And they brought in Mika Moreno from Real Sociedad, which we couldn't get a player from that team over the line. Do you know what I mean? And he's like a technical midfielder. Do you know what I mean? As I said, I was talking to Fuzzy yesterday, and I said to like, you know, when you look at Arsenal, they've got the complete midfield. Yeah, they've got like they've got Rice, and they got who's the black guy, the black guy,
Party.
Yeah. Yeah, probably Hodgson or something. They got Rice, they got Partey, and they got now this Mika Moreno. Yeah. Now, what happens with Kai Havertz now? He doesn't have to go back into midfield now. He can stay up front and do most of the damage up front. So now up front, you're gonna have Trossard, Kai Havertz, and on the right hand side, you're gonna have Saka, and then obviously you still got Martinelli, yeah, and Odegaard. So the attack and is sound, their midfield is sound, and the defense is sound, and the goalkeeper is sound. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what they've done now in the sort of like in the way of like progress of the team, yeah, they've just gone ahead of us about 2 or 3 years.
It's crazy that.
Well put,
Do you know what I mean?
put, bro. Well put. And you're saying about this Calafiori guy? Wow, what a defender! They were the best defense of the year, and they got another defender. So they want to improve on what they had. They want to improve on what we have. We want to go backwards with these guys. And there's people saying they were still supporting them. Stockholm syndrome, man. I'm telling you.
It is.
Or Red Man TV. You know, Red Man TV. Them man are getting a little page, a little piece for that for their nonsense. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You can at least say, right? Yeah. With Red Man TV and Amphil Rap, right? They're getting a little piece in there. You can at least say it there. That's worth it. But these other people are not getting paid. And they're still doing it.
Still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're still sucking the breast milk, you know?
Yeah.
They're still sucking the breast milk from FSG Titty, bro. I'm fuming, bro. Fuming. You're too old for Titty, bro. Let go of it, man. Be a man.
Yeah, start watching. Listen, start watching Love Island.
Everyone knows. Every Tom, Dick and Harry knows.
Yeah.
I'm talking about anyone knows. Everyone knows. You can go to any pub. Go to a pub. The biggest brother in the whole room, bro. He could be supporting Acklick and Stanley. He'll tell you. Ask him, what did Liverpool need? He'll start laughing. He'll say they need to get rid of FSG first.
There you go.
Hey, listen. You know what?
Absolutely right. Anyone can tell you that.
Sorry to cut you. Yeah, sorry to cut you. I was on a show the other day, right? I told Fuzzy this, and I showed. I gave followers the link to the show, right? And there's a guy from Australia, nice guy.
I saw that show, you know.
Yeah. You saw the show, and the Arsenal guy at the end of the day, right, says some things, yeah, right. And you know what? I could not dispute him in what he's saying. He's saying he goes, look, where do Liverpool come in the top teams in the world, yeah, right? And like basically at the end of the day, the argument came down to sort of like either second or third, yeah. But when I saw like put in some more input, he even said he goes like, you know what? At the end of the day, there's an argument for second, yeah, right. We could have a conversation about it, and I probably would agree with you. Yes, second behind Real Madrid, yeah, right. Yeah. He goes, if you are second, instead of you're the second best club in the world, why are you moving like a mid-table club? He said, why are you moving like a mid-table club? Because Bayern Munich is able to go out there and get deals done and sort of like bulk up the team, win leagues, and then, you know, like a couple of years ago, they won the Champions League and stuff, right? Why isn't Liverpool doing the same thing? Why can't Liverpool do the same thing? Do you know what I mean? And I did, you know what it is? I just didn't have an answer for him.
It's impossible to answer questions like that, yeah?
And the thing is that he wasn't being like disrespectful. He wasn't bantering. He was just like, I'm putting down proper facts to say like, you mans ain't moving right under these guys. These guys ain't moving right. He had the same problem with the Cronkies in the day, right? Yeah, they did have the same problem with the Cronkies. And he goes at the day, if you don't be careful, you'll be like us.
Yeah.
What we were a couple of years back. You'll be like us.
Yeah, that's true. Let's move on to the big game over the weekend. Sunday, the last game of the Premier League season. Not the season, but the weekend, sorry. Liverpool versus Brentford. Liverpool's first home game at Anfield under Slot. Quick question for Kieran. I'll come to Kieran for this. Do we start with the same lineup that we did with Ipswich, including Konate, or do we change it up?
Who do we change it up to? We ain't got no one else. Do you know what I mean? We ain't got nobody else, my friend. That's the problem. Yeah, I would go for the same lineup. Yeah, obviously Ibu in there, but yeah, I would do that.
Okay, wicked.
That is
Musa.
true. That is true.
Musa.
Yeah.
Kieran's a G. Kieran is a G. He's a G.
Straight up. Musa.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Ryan Gravenberch's role and him growing into this 6 role that Slot seems to starting to like.
I remember getting told last season he might be getting put into this role by a club, but it just didn't work out. It didn't get enough minutes here and there. Now he's actually doing that role, but in the double pivot, it's like, I don't know if it's going to be consistent, but he was good the last game. I don't know if he's going to keep continuing this in the Champions League or in like big games like against City, against Arsenal, against those kind of games, against top 6. But in these kind of games, it's good to try stuff. It's good to see where and where to put players, where to see the players can fit into this position or that position, you know what I mean? Because we know Gravenberch is normally an 8, but it's a different kind of 8 to where a Curtis Jones is or a McAllister is, if you understand what I mean. Yeah. So it's like it's good to see where he can fit into this one, even though it's not his favorite position, if you understand what I mean. Like I and me personally, this first game was good. I don't know if it's gonna be the same in the next game, because Brentford's a bit more aggressive, but we'll see if it's in that kind of game where it's aggressive, it's high tempo. We'll see if it still works, but it worked in this game perfectly fine.
Yeah, let me come to Fozzy on this one. We saw that McAllister didn't have the best game against Ipswich.
Yeah.
What do you put that down to? Is it he's still coming up to pace with what is it? You know, getting fit, getting ready for the season. He's not match fit yet, or he's a little bit rusty. Or do you say that maybe he might not suit a Slot style? Because some people are starting to, say that McAllister doesn't suit a Slot system. He's too slow, and what have you.
I don't think it's anything to do with McAllister's, the way he's playing at the moment. The issues we're facing, guys, like they've only come back from the Copa America and the European Cups 2 weeks ago. So they're still playing the Jurgen Klopp system, if you know what I mean. So Arne Slot hasn't had enough time to spend with the team to, you know, put his ideas forward. So this is why we're seeing, you know, similar formation to the Jurgen Klopp. Like Trent is inverting, isn't he? So he's doing things like that. You know, we didn't put in enough, you know, crosses into the box as Arne Slot team normally does. So, like I said in the past, we just have to wait because he has to implement his ideas. Maybe the next game will be different to the last game because the second half, the way we came out was a different team. If you guys know what I mean. In regards to McAllister is a quality player. McAllister is a world-class player, in my opinion, the way he performs, you know, I mean, in the highest level. You know, Messi vouched for him to play in the Argentina team. He said if we get him on, we will actually, you know, win the World Cup, and he did. So he's playing double pivot. He's helping out McAllister at the moment. He's not playing the 4-3-3 like as Arne Slot would, like he did at Feyenoord. So, you know, like what we saw, you know, Firmino, he had number 9 role. It took him a while to get used to it, didn't it? And, you know, eventually he understood what his role was. Then he became one of the best players in that role.
Midfielder, you know?
Yeah. So with McAllister, obviously he's taking care of, you know, not himself, but, you know, Gravenberch as well at the same time. So this is why his game is a little bit off. But as I said, they've only spent 2 weeks with the football club since they come back from holiday. So it will take time. You don't get, you know what I mean? McAllister is a world-class player, guys. I will never lose that guy. You know what I mean? I know he had an off game, but who hasn't had an off game? Gerrard has had an off game in the past. Everybody does.
Yeah, facts. That's fact. Anton, I wanted to come to you, and I know you've played football at a decent level.
Yeah.
So what's like? He's got the energy, he's got the legs.
Yeah.
Is he a number 10 though? Is he a person that can unlock defenses? For me personally, I would say McAllister will be well suited in that.
McAllister is more of the he's the organizer, and when I mean organizer, he links things together. You can see that way he plays. I'm not saying he's what I say is Javi-esque for us, and when he plays, that's how he plays that way, kind of thing. He connects the dots, kind of thing. So I was like, he's got the tech to be an attacking midfielder, a good number 10, but he's just obviously yet to prove it. I've seen him do it for Leipzig, you know, the other years that he's playing.
Yeah,
but he's still. I still got to give him time. I can't really say now until he starts doing it. You know what I'm saying? And if they're moving him in different positions, and he had to do a lot of positions last season as well. He had to track back a lot as well, wasn't it? He had to do a lot of track back. Yeah. Number 10s don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? They're the guy. They're going to cause problems going forward. You know, there'll be a pass or the assist before the assist, a little trick to make something happen. There's something there. There is something there. But whether it come out this season, it's yet to be seen. It's still early doors. So hopefully, with Slot's new way, playing a double pivot and a number 10, and hopefully he's the number 10. And going forward, and I think he's got the capacity to do so. He's got the capacity. He's just whether to prove it or not.
Yeah.
That's true. Uncle, I wanted to come to you. This player is how can I put it? Is an enigma, or he's like Marmite. You either like him or you don't like him. Luis Diaz.
Oh,
got all the skills, got all the ability to beat a man. Does he lack that final decision making, that final pass, or that final, decisive action to score a goal? Because he could have squared it for Salah the other day instead of trying to flick it over the keeper. Do we bring in Gakpo back in or on that left side, or we still stick with Diaz? In your opinion?
Bring back Gakpo in, because one thing about Luis Diaz, what I don't like, he just can't finish. Do you know what I mean? My mind casts back to the Man City game when he got put through twice by Salah. I still have nightmares about that because it was literally on a plate. We could have won that game twice, 3 times over. Do you know what I mean? He just that sort of when he gets to that part, that that part, he loses all inhibitions. He just loses his mind, and he just doesn't go in for some reason. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, yeah, he has time when he scores, but most of the time, I think he's just like more concerned about the fancy football that he can do. Do you know what I'm saying? Flicks and tricks and all that sort of stuff. But that only is good when you actually score, and he doesn't. Do you know what I mean? So I think bring back Gakpo, because Gakpo is more decisive on that side. When Gakpo gets into good positions, yeah, he's gonna score. You know what I mean? He's gonna score your goal. Do you know what I mean? You can rely on him still. Put it this way, those two chances that Luis Diaz had against Man City, if that was Gakpo, game over.
Goal.
Game over.
Goal.
Game over. You know what I mean? So that's why, to be fair, if there was to sell Luis Diaz and we could pick up good money for him, if I knew that money was going to go back into the team, yeah, I would say sell him. I would say sell him.
100%.
I would say sell him. But it's only because I know that money's not going to go back into the squad. I said keep him. You might as well just keep him. Do you know what I mean? But he just lacks that decisive finishing touch. Do you know what I mean? And I think Gakpo's got that. So yeah, I'll be all for Gakpo coming back in.
Okay, wicked. Let me come back to Kieran on this one. Kieran, Mo Salah scored and assisted in his first game back. That's the 9th time he's done it in the first game of the season. Are Liverpool being naive in leaving his contract so late and not, as it stands, a lot of journalists are reporting that he's not going to sign a new contract or Liverpool have not offered him a new contract and he might be parting ways with us in the summer. Is that a good decision, or is that being very naive on Liverpool's part?
Not a good decision at all for me, mate. Listen, Mo Salah, right? Mo Salah's had bad games for Liverpool, but he's also had really good games. Obviously, more good games than bad games. The guy's a game changer. Whether anyone, I think there's no disputing that, is there really? The guy is world class. But if you're saying is it naive, it's not even naive, mate. I don't think that's the right word. I think it's more so arrogance, because I feel like the club. I feel like the club are just like, they know Mo Salah loves the club, and they're just like, well, he can wait then, can't he? Because he'll sign anytime. Yeah. Because that's Mo Salah's come out many times and said he loves Liverpool. He wants to stay at Liverpool for the rest of his career. I think they're banking on that. So it's actually arrogance more than anything, and I think they're doing the same thing with Trent and Van Dijk, because they know Trent's a Scouser. They know Van Dijk is a captain. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, you seen with Van Dijk done an interview the other day. He loves Liverpool, but listen, I don't know what's going on, bro. All I can say is no signings, no contracts. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't even know if the dinner lady's got the wages this week. Do you know what I mean? So I don't
know. Poor ladies, man. Poor ladies.
That is fair enough. That is 100%.
Caretaker got his wages,
No. They've knocked him as well, boy.
But before we jump into Brentford themselves and we discuss Brentford and their threats, let me just go back into some of the chats.
Yeah, man.
That were highlighted so we can get some of the takes from the guys as they follow along. It's all long, says LVFC TV. Early Doors says, smash the like, share, subscribe 100%. Ale says, as long as people realize FSG are frauds is the main thing. Ale says, like and subscribe. Ravi says, question, what are the priorities of this club? Because I am baffled. We all are. I think the lack of communication is actually killing a lot of trust. They've not coming out themselves. It would be nice if Edwards or Hughes could speak up and pin a letter to the fans or something, just to reassure everyone like there is a plan to this madness, because right now a lot of trust is being lost. LVFC says, I need to understand how we selling nearly everything inside and not signing anything. Yeah, 100%. Evening, gents from Anne.
Big up, Norm. Yeah, big up, Norm.
LVFC says, I can't argue with Uncle Roz regarding Arsenal. West Ham, Everton are good, honourable shout-outs.
Yeah.
And says it, tell you what, I want is owners who respect us fans, like me, who go to every fucking game singing the big fat old head off. I'm sick of hearing these twats saved us. We are Liverpool for effing sake.
Yes, Norm.
Yes,
Redbird.
Like, do hit the like, guys. It does help us with the algorithms. Please do hit and subscribe as well and engage. As I said, Edwards was part of a committee that got Ricky Lambert, Balotelli, and the likes, and he is no genius. Paisley, Fagan, Dalglish, they are what you call geniuses. 100%. I think he's overblown sometimes. Personally, the same guy that was Markovic, don't forget.
Yeah, Markovic. What's it? Moreno. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do we break down the danger men of Brentford? Yeah, we're going to discuss that. LVFC TV says, sorry, Tottenham, not Everton. 100%. Run up the likes. Let's go, champs. Football with the N says, drop a like, people. Appreciate it. Sorry, here. Alexander says, play Szoboszlai at centre back.
Wow.
He just wants chaos. I hear it. He just wants chaos.
Pay the toll. We'll get into predictions in a bit. Genghis Hassan says, heading down to United Way. Please don't take me there. And says, I missed my sister's wedding in 1995 to go watch us Forest away. I chose to marry my wife in a preseason, not to miss a match. Right? Our owners can't be bothered going to Anfield. Respect 97, 100%, man. It's true.
Yes, Norm. His name is Norm, actually. He's using his wife's account. So
okay, wicked.
I met him. Very nice guy. Lovely guy, man.
Yeah. Pay the toll says, just can't understand that Slot is happy with the team. He trusts the team, i.e., what about injuries to players? The thing is, guys, you know, when Slot was being picked by Liverpool, one of the reasons that they picked him was he doesn't, you know, kick up a fuss about these things.
No, of course.
So basically, what you see on the touchline is what you get in it. Just a calm guy who just like gets on with it, really.
The thing is about it. What I was saying to jump in. The thing about what I was saying to Fuzzy the other day, it's like what people got to realize. This is Arne Slot's biggest job. Yeah, his biggest job is going to get in this time. Yeah, right now he's not going to say anything, do anything to rock the boat. Do you know what I mean? Even when he knows they're wrong, because if he's really about that life in the day, right, he will come out and say, "Nah, you know what? I'm not feeling this." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll go back to Holland, but he won't do that because it's the biggest job he gets in life. Because what it is with this job here, he is set for life. Because what happens is one thing, yeah. If he doesn't do well, he will still get a good job because he's been at Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
If he does do well at Liverpool, well, that's even more better. He'll get the jobs like Real Madrid and all that because he's been at Liverpool and made a success. Yeah. CV. He's in a win-win situation. Arne Slot cannot lose at the moment. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing here. So he won't say anything to rock the boat. He would not.
Yeah. Let me continue with the chat. Steve says, man, FSG never saved LFC from anything. They stole the brand. LFC price was a market value 450 million. FSG would never have been in the bidding war or purchased LFC. Yeah, it was an opportunity. You know how they say that Liverpool are looking for opportunities in the market that present themselves. I think that's FSG's, you know, because they saw LFC as
smoke and mirrors.
As an opportunity.
Mirrors,
Yeah. Genghis says, got a hint from Slot in the press conference. If he sees dominance or a single threat from a single player on the other team, he will change it up and try to stop the threat. Hence the Kanate sub. Yeah. Remember, also he's a relatively new manager, and usually new managers they tend to see everything rosy. I can change everything on the training ground. I can blah blah blah. Then reality hits when you get injuries and the amount of games and you know handling all of that. So we'll see how it works out. Hopefully it does work out. McAllister
True.
The moment John Henry blanked Kenny Dalglish at the cup final in 2012, the effort should have been hounded out. Wow.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He did, yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Bless Up says football ends.
Yeah, please go and subscribe to him, man. He's doing great stuff in his channel, man. It's getting bigger and bigger. He's consistent, man. Very good guy as well. Uncle Roz knows him and myself. And
Yeah, go support him, guys. Uncle Rod, sing us a song with your piano.
Maybe later.
Finger says, I will always remember Coutinho as having been one of the main reasons we won cups. He sell open doors. If Arn starts Robbo tomorrow and Buemo going to destroy him, Simicas has to start over Gomez or Gomez, sorry. Yeah, we'll get into that. Anton, give us a quick rap tune. We need some entertainment.
We got to hold. Get the delight. That's all, man. Hit you and hit you. Defenders attack. There's only one day around, and that's around the back. So it's Liverpool.
Yeah, you know when they say that around the back, pause it there.
Pause, big pause, man.
Big pause on that one. That's a big pause on that one. You know, say it's bare man round there. It's bare man round there.
No, Barnes used to get gal, bro. He was on gal, so that's if the brother was on gal, he was singing them thing there. You think I repeat?
Yeah, but you know what it is today. Yeah, there's no man, there's no girl in the team. So be a man in the team with it.
Guys, I think it's time to pause that, man. I mean,
Fuzzy's getting scared today.
I don't want to get cancelled, guys. Ganga says, let's be honest, for the right money, we would sell anyone. No, I think so. Ravi says, what's the notion of Slot must start Robbo thinking he's going to be some throwback to when he first joined is some blind thinking they cost us for effing sake. Interestingly, on that, there was, I think it's David Lynch who said that Costas is his entourage and Liverpool are not ruling out him leaving before the end of the month.
Going back to Greece, isn't it?
Yeah.
do you guys want him to leave though? Like, do you care if he leaves or
We can't afford him to leave.
We cannot afford to go. We can't. We just can't.
We're gonna play it all gone. We can't afford it.
It's amazing, isn't it? If players leave, there's nothing coming in. You're right.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, just quick one. I just literally don't know what their thinking is because they're getting rid of all these players and nothing's coming in. And I'm thinking to myself, what? How do they think this is going to work out? Do you know what I mean?
Even if they try and get players now, it's like so late in the window, and then people are going to want replacement. The other teams are going to want replacements. Let's say if they try and get I've seen today, like was it today, Kvaratskhelia. Napoli are going to want a replacement for that player, and it's going to take a while to get the replacement, and it's going to be drawn out, and then they're probably going to end up saying no, and then it's going to be pretty much Mendy all over again. I think if we try to sign a top player again, I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out. So I think we're not going to get. I don't think we're going to get much out there anyway. I think minimum we're going to get maximum we're going to get one player.
Do you know what it is?
That's why.
Do you know what it is? Even if we do get the players that we want, the players that they are not going to be at the standard of what we want because the
100%.
standards of what we do want, as you just said, are not leaving their club. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like a January situation when you go in January to go and buy players at the name, right? You're lucky to get the players at the day that you really feel that will fit your club because most of them at the day they're in the Champions League and all sorts, or they're fighting with the club, and the club don't want to let them go at this present time. Yeah, come back in summer and we can have a talk, but we're not letting it go now. So really and truly, you got to look at the standard of player that will be able to get at this time. And I don't think they'll be at that standard. It'd be like a situation where you have like a temporary measure, like a Wataru Endo, and that was like a temporary measure. You know, was supposed to be anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's not gonna happen again, though. I think with Michael Edwards, he'd rather wait than get another player like a Wataru Endo. I think he'd rather wait for January or the summer than get another Wataru Endo. That's what I think personally.
But the thing is, Musa, like if he's waiting, like doesn't like the season can just go by. I mean,
yeah,
we're not
that's the
gonna
whole
challenge
point.
anything.
That's the whole
Bro,
point.
look,
He's sacrificing this season
before,
for
bro.
next season.
Look at the seasons before. Come on, that waiting stuff. That's you get sucked in, bro. Come out of that, bro. Honestly,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're doing. I'm not stupid. I know what they're trying to do. I'm alive. I'm awake to this. My eyes are open. Like I am not seeing. I have not seen. I've seen this time and time again from these lot. I'm more annoyed of this than many other players, many other people. Sorry, like you know how like I'm thinking about like that summer that January when we had no centre backs. And then he brought in
I told
Kabak and
you.
Davies.
I said that.
And he brought in
Yeah.
Kabak and Davies.
Just from that, yeah.
I mean, that's
from
not-
that, I hate them. From then, I was like, you know what? I hate them. I really hate you. I really do.
We were top of the league. Like that was Michael Edwards. That was literally him.
When they got Seth Vandenberg and they got Elliot, I spared them. I was like, you know what? I was hitting my head against the wall, but you know what? It's Liverpool. Suddenly it's Liverpool. Don't worry. Bro, from everything else, I was like, you know what? I wipe my hands, bro. I wash my hands from them. They're terrible.
But how have we not seen Davies once? And he signed a player that was bottom of the league at the time.
Musa, doesn't that show
it's
you
ridiculous.
This is not like Klopp signings. Doesn't that show
No,
you guys? Like, if have you guys noticed when Klopp doesn't sign players, he doesn't play them. He done that with Arthur Melo. He did that with obviously Davies. Quebec, they tried him out because his best friend was managing him in Schalke, but he wasn't good enough. You know, what I mean, he wasn't strong enough. So he never plays them. It shows these are players they brought in without him saying yes. Without that's how it looked to me when I look at those players, because there's too many players Klopp had that never touched the pitch. To be fair, guys. So, and not only that, they didn't bring any benefits to the team because we still played the likes of Fabinho and Henderson as centre backs. You know what I mean? So, if you're playing two midfielders as centre backs, it's alarming, man. Like I said, what we're watching right now is negligence. A ownership that don't really have that mentality of winning. Every American that I meet, they say the same thing. They're just investors. They don't care about winning trophies. They don't, and you can't. If people have that mentality, you can't force it on them because they could never change. And unfortunately, that's what us, the positive fans and us fans are trying to do to someone that doesn't care. You know what I mean? They're never gonna care, no matter what you do. You could cry till tomorrow, a month or Sunday.
The truth is, right? If Salah was on deathbed right now, he needed a blood transfusion. And he didn't have the money for it, and they can pay it. Salah's dead, Salah is dead. Salah is dead, bro. His family, you might as well say goodbye. Because listen, they wouldn't even give him a pint of blood. They're so tight. I don't know what, bro. I think when they walk in, their bum squeaks, man. All of them squeak. Tight.
Interestingly, I think that's the season where Klopp and Edwards fell out, I think, because when he lost all his starting centre backs and all they brought him was those two, Kabak and Davis, is where I think the trust was broken. Because we were top of the league in January and they did not back him. They did not support. They did not support him in that situation, in that dire situation. And
the guy was already, having, life issues. His mum passed away as well. And where's the help, man?
You see what I'm saying? His mum passed away, and he still didn't say, bruv, look, take a 10 million or something and get, what I mean? Nothing, bro. Them guys there,
they don't care, man.
At all.
I've always said that you can't force people that don't love the game to love the game, man. You can't. They're too old now. It's too late. I mean, you can make a little kid fall in love with football, but John David Harry is about 80 years old. You can't make him fall in love with football. You never grow up on it.
Is that saying? What's that saying? You can't teach an old dog new tricks,
New tricks? Nah, you can't, man.
Let's move on to Brentford and their threats. Let me come to Kieran here. Who's the threat for Bournemouth? I don't think Tony's playing because he's looking to move before the transfer window closes and they don't want to risk him. Who do you say is their danger man?
You know something? People talk about Mbeumo. He's definitely a good footballer. But who's also a good player I rate very highly is Wissa.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
troublesome! He's troublesome, man. He's
Yeah,
Bro,
troublesome.
do you remember? Was it 2 seasons ago? Do you remember
Yeah.
they remember they smashed us 3? Was it 3-0 or 3-1
From
or
set
something?
pieces, in it, Kieran. From set pieces and that. They were
From
just
set
troubling
pieces,
us,
mate, your boy Wissa chested it down from a corner and volleyed it. Man, I never seen it go like it. It's crazy. Wissa is a threat. I think Mbeumo's a threat. And you know something? Set pieces as well. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, if we're struggling with
They're
Ipswich,
troublesome at set pieces. They are
exactly.
troublesome.
You know what I mean? You're struggling with Ipswich, like Brentford are sort of the master at set pieces too. And then, listen, don't sleep in Carvalho. He'll have a point to prove. Fabio
100%.
Carvalho will have a point to prove for Brentford. So, to be honest, and obviously I rate their manager as well. Man, I think Thomas Frank is a good coach. So, all over the park. But I would probably say Wiss is the guy you look out for out of them all if you had to ask me.
Yeah.
He's very, very slept on, that player, because he's always a threat. Almost always when he comes off the bench or if he starts, the guy's always involved. And he's almost scored. I think did he score a goal against Man United? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Over the kick, or was I just dreaming this?
No, Chelsea.
Was it Chelsea? Yeah.
Yeah, overhead kick. And
No,
then
he's troublesome.
even last week as well, if you look at last week, right, I believe it was Crystal Palace they were playing and someone hit a shot, goalkeeper saved it. I mean, he was right there and then he tapped it in. Like, very good anticipation as well.
Bro,
you know?
do you know who he reminds me of? Ian Wright at Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
He reminds
you're
me
right.
of
No?
Crystal Palace. Mad hungry. I'm hungry. Like, I want to move up. I want to do well. I really want to do well. I'm not playing football just for I'm getting this peas. No, I want to improve every time. He just wants to. He's just so hungry, man. He reminds me of Ian Wright at Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Top footballer.
Yeah, it's raw, but there's something there. Like there's something there. Oh man.
A couple of years ago, a friend of mine gave me tickets to West Ham versus Brentford at West Ham's ground, and we left with about 10 minutes to go. West Ham was winning 1-0, and then as we was leaving, we heard the crowd go crazy. We checked our phone, and Wizards scored 2 goals to win it for Brentford, and it was crazy. It's like, the guys a danger.
They're a good team. They're well organized, aren't they, guys?
He's a marksman, man. He's a marksman. And you know, is
he from Kenya? Is he Kenyan?
I don't know if he's Kenyan or something else. He's African.
I don't think he is.
Because he went to African Nation Cup.
I don't think he is. Let's find out who he is.
No, he went African Nation Cup.
Oh, he might be Ugandan actually. You know.
He went
Congo,
Congolese.
Congolese.
Oh, Congolese. Okay, Congolese. Yeah. He's a really good player. I rate him very highly. I'll tell you what, I will take him up my team any day. I'll take him up my team any day. Just imagine him deputizing for sort of like for Salah, like pushing Salah. Do you know what I mean? Down the right wing. Not true.
That's true, man.
He's got overkick last season. It's got like something. I saw that. He's got a couple decent goals last season. What's up, man?
Talking about someone deputizing for Salah, for me it's one man only, and I think will be a wicked squad player will be Mbeumo. Talk to me about Mbeumo.
Me?
Yeah.
Mbeumo is Mbeumo. On people's FPL's been loving Mbeumo. Mbeumo is FPL. If you guys got FPL, you should know about Mbeumo, bro. You should know about Mbeumo. Mbeumo for 2 seasons on the FPL. You've been eating good. You've been eating like he's been giving you points. He's giving you 2. That's how you know assists, goals. He's got it. And
he's quick as well.
He's quick off the counter attack. Very, very good player. In terms of that, he's good. He's good on the ball as well. Can put a good cross in for Ivan Toney. He's done. I don't know if Ivan Toney is going to start this game because he might be leaving. But Mbeumo and Toney been doing a double act. The double act when he was there, when Toney was there. I really enjoyed that. But it was honestly how Mbeumo does properly. I think this season I'll be watching him a bit more. Last season, I wasn't
It's good,
watching
it's
him
good,
as
isn't it?
much.
Like
This
it's
year
a bit
I'm
of a style of him, isn't it? Like he's
Yeah.
left-footed. He comes in from the right side, and you saw that goal the other day. He just curled it in the bottom corner like Salah used to in the past.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him. And what I've noticed about him, it doesn't matter what defender he's facing, he's still gonna have a go. If it's Van Dijk, if it's Saliba,
100%.
he's still gonna try. I love those kind of players. I don't know about you guys, but
One thing
there's some players are timid, aren't they? Oh, should I do it or shall I not? But with him, he just goes straight at you.
One thing I'll give him over Salah, he does use his right foot as well.
Yeah.
He does. Salah is like, if he has to,
Mm.
he would switch on it quickly to see the defender, see the goalkeeper, get that early shot. He would do it.
Yeah.
He would do it. He got a technique to do it.
Yeah.
But there's another threat you're missing as well. That Jensen midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's good.
People forget midfielders. He's a defensive midfielder, but he's clean, classy.
Tidy, neat and tidy, man.
He barely puts a foot wrong. He rarely puts a foot wrong. And he's a true number 6. He's a 6. He wears number 6. He's a wicked player.
Yeah.
Wicked player.
100%,
Quality,
man.
But Bueno is a problem. We said they're the main things, I think. Ben Mee for
Set pieces.
set pieces.
Yeah.
He loves a header, bro. He headed through a brick wall, this brother.
Yeah.
Northerner. He would head it through and carry it walking through. Like nothing phased him. Yeah, he'll be a threat. And again, there'll definitely be a threat on set pieces. 100%.
100%, man.
Not just him, but all around the whole team.
Uncle, I'll come to you on this one.
Yes,
Should we be wary of Sepp, Vandenberg, and Carvalho haunting Liverpool in this game?
Oh yeah, we should be very wary because, as I said, they're gonna come to Anfield and say, "Look, you know what? You man didn't give us a chance, yeah. So now we're gonna show you why you should have given us a chance." Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember, they're coming back to Anfield, So they're definitely gonna have a point to prove, and I could probably see Carvalho scoring. I could probably see Carvalho scoring. Now, if he scores, and let's say he scores, and they probably end up winning the game, which I don't think they will. But let's say, for argument's sake, they do end up winning the game. You know what I mean? All these guys at Liverpool can be left with egg in their face. Because people are going to say, well, why did he sell him? Why didn't you not give him a chance? Especially if Seth Vandenberg comes to Anfield and has a good game as well. Because he had a good few games in pre-season. I was me and Benjamin Barnes were talking, right? I was on Fonzie show, and we were saying you know what, the cheaper option would have been to keep Seth Vandenberg and just concentrate on the midfield and forward.
Is he left-footed as well?
Yeah, he's left-footed.
No, left-footed.
Yeah, but he played he
plays on the left side, but he's not left.
Yeah,
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah.
But it's like what you said. Why are we signing a goalkeeper when we don't even need a goalkeeper at the moment?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Concentrate in the crucial areas in the pitch, which is that midfield and the defense, or something. Give me something different. You know what I mean? That we need the most.
Yeah, because what we've done at the day, right, to sway back on transfer for 30 seconds. What we've actually done at the day, we've gone backwards in our transfers. We bought player, you know what I mean? Player, that we don't need, which at the day, what we could have done with that situation was to say, right, even if Alisson said is someone leaving, all you had to do is bump up Kelleher, do you know what I mean, to first team goalkeeper, and then you bump up Jared, he comes number 2, then the Brazilian comes number 3, that's all you have to do, but you've done it that way. But I'm telling you, at the day, people like Seth Vandenberg are licking their chops at the day, waiting to get back to Anfield to prove a point. I'm telling you, they're waiting to prove a point. Do you know
anyone would in their situation, Rod, didn't it? Be honest, if it was you or I, and Liverpool treating us like that, you know what? When I play you next, bro, when I play you next, I'm going to be bleeding from the eyes that I'm going to be playing so hard. I'm going to run.
Right,
I'm going to run the ground.
Guys, do you remember, right? Guys, do you remember, just a bit nostalgia, right? Do you remember when Man United, right, pulled a sort of a fast one with Paulins. I got rid of Paulins and got in Roy Keane.
Yeah.
And then Paulins went to Inter Milan and played under Roy Hodgson for a season. Didn't like it out there, and he came back and Liverpool brought him. The game, trust me, the game that he played against Man United. Trust me, he was licking his chops.
Bro, he was like a bat out of hell.
Seriously, he was fighting with everybody.
Yeah, he was. I remember the game.
Even when he scored a goal, did you see he went mad? Started kicking up, taking, said, "Yeah, I'm here." All right.
All right, guys. Let me just go on the chats, man. Let's just hang on 1 second. What's the score prediction, Kieran, for this game, mate? Kieran, can you hear me?
Yo. Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Apologies. What's the score prediction, mate?
I'm gonna say 2-1 to Liverpool.
Goal scorers?
I had the same one.
Goal scorers: Salah, Bosley.
Yes.
And for
Musa.
Brentford, I'll say
2-0.
Brentford. I'll say Wissa.
Okay. All right. What about you, Musa?
2-0.
Who's score?
Guaranteed. At home, first home game of the season.
Yeah.
Of course, Slot's first Anfield game in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Guaranteed 2-0.
Okay. Anton?
I'll put 2-1 like Kieran. When he said that, I was like, what? I started smiling because I already put that. I think Salah's not going to score. I think it's going to be Jota.
Yeah.
And whoever's playing on the left wing is going to score.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it's going to be Diaz or hopefully it's going to be Gakpo. I think Gakpo will get a goal. And I think Carvalho will score last 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
We have too much quality in the attack for these lot, I think, bro. I think we have too much avenues to get our goal. No, if it's from a corner, if it's from one of those bubbly ones in the final third, even if it's like a clean pass from McAllister or something like that. I think we got too much for these lot, honestly.
Let me keep up with the chat, guys. The priority of these owners are one, make profit for themselves, not the club, to increase the club's value, free to sell the club for profit. It's all about the money with these guys.
Why didn't they sell them? Why didn't they sell them last time when it was like 4 billion? It was valued at 4 billion. Why didn't they sell it then when they got it for 300 million? You made the peas, bro. Get out of it. No, they want more. What do millionaires want? What do millionaires want? If they got everything they own, they got everything in the world they want. What do you think they need? All millionaires want more
money.
More money. That's it. There's no other way. It's not like you're doing this, you're doing investments, you're doing that because you want more money.
Exactly.
The guy's almost old? He's 80 something, and he still want more. You're gonna die, bro. Be real. Give it to someone who wants to, do something with the club.
Crazy stuff. And Norm says, I'm sorry going on about FSG. We are now into the season, and it should be all about the game. I will stop now. I apologize. Don't apologize. Say how you feel. Say how you feel.
It, man.
That's what we're here for. We're not that type of channel that's wants to be in the pockets of FSG, bro. We're all about our football club. We love our football club. That's why we're here, talking about the way we are, really. Slot is getting paid and played at the same time. Spot on, Genghis. 100%, bro. Like, it's sad. It's really, really sad. FSG, the only skip billionaire I know when it comes to squad investment at LFC, and they have invested 3 billion into the PGA franchise. Make this make sense. 100%, bro. We already know about that. They've been doing that. But guys, I want to ask you a question. Yeah, Kieran, give me 3 signings you want to make if you had a choice right now, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, anyone at all? Yeah.
Well, yeah. What is your maximum? What is your maximum realistically? How many players, Kieran?
Realistic, obviously, I was talking to a guy before, right? And I said 3, but I also said if you really deeped a bit further and I got my magnifying glass out, I could find a hell of a lot more. But I'll keep it to 3. Right. At centre back, I will go to City. I'll get Guardiola. For the midfield,
Mm-hmm.
I'd get Joshua Kimmich.
Okay.
And I would also get a striker in. And that striker, for me personally, would be your man, Gyökeres at Sporting.
Oh yeah.
He just bagged the hat trick, you know.
Yeah, he banged
Yeah, I
the
know.
hat trick tonight. Yeah, he banged the hat trick. Like Sporting Lisbon beating them 5-0. Hat trick by that youth there, you know. And
anyone who says he can't hack England don't know, because my man was bagging at Coventry only like last year, so he can.
Regular.
Wow. Uncle Rods, 3 players, please, mate.
3 players. Listen, I'll get Inacio because I think you know, he can sort of like he can play left centre back and probably play as a left back, and he can do the midfield role as well. Do you know what I mean? He can do that. For midfield, I will go and get Kone. I'll go and get Kone from Mönchengladbach.
Mm-hmm.
And the right winger, you know, we just talked about him before. I'll go and get Whistler from Brentford.
Okay.
I'll go and get him. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Job done.
Nice. Beijing Barnes says Friday night Lime at 6 p.m. ET. I don't know what time they are in Canada right now, guys. Like, when is it 6 p.m.? How many hours are they behind us?
I think they're 5, isn't it? Is it 5 hours behind?
Yeah, so please jump over to Beijing Barnes after this show and just get and support the man. Support the man. He's a lovely guy, man. Lovely guy. What about you, Anton?
Right, William Pacho, the young.
Is it that Chilean player you was talking about?
No, young. I think he's from Ecuador.
Okay.
Centre back.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, Ecuadorian.
Mad fast, quick, good on the ball, good in the air. 21.
Okay.
One of the best. If you look on his record speaks for himself. Like for the stoppers in Europe, he's one of the highest. He's in the top 20. It's weird out. I don't know if someone trying to get him, or someone was trying to get him the other day and they couldn't get it over the line. So that's him in the fence because he's left-footed. He's fast. Probably be the fastest in the squad. Alan Varela from Porto. Defensive midfielder. He's deep lane playmaker.
Yeah.
Very good. It's very similar to Zubimendi, but he's got more bite in the tackle.
Yeah.
He's got more aggression.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. He's physically bigger as well, quicker. So I'll take him. And my number 1 target will be Mohamed Kudus.
Thank you very much.
I've liked him. Day 1, the guy will be a problem if you put him in another team. Yeah. And I think the new man just put him in, and he's not really liking him. So he's putting him. He's not really playing him. He's playing what's his name? That white guy on the left now. What's his name on the right? What are we trying to get? Bowen. Bowen's a good finisher, but he's got nothing on Kudus. Physically, nothing.
Yeah, is that who they're playing? Is that who they're playing in his position?
Bro, he's got him a sub, but the guy, come on, he still tries a thing. So I think he's trying to do a thing to get in the shop window to leave. So I don't think the man is playing him. So I'll take Mohamed Kudus 100%.
Same here. I want him to replace Salah eventually anyway.
No, that's my Salah replacement. I'll try. I don't know if he can be replaced, but I'll be like, bro.
Yeah.
Fit in there, bro. Fit in there. I know African Nations Cup and that, but he's bad. Bad. And to me personally, I think he's better than Saka. Personally, he's got more attributes. He's not only fast. He's strong. He's intelligent. He can shoot either foot. He can cross either foot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care if he's playing against big guns, small. Bro, it's the same thing all the time. I'm gonna give your team hell. Not with skills, not of a skill or pass. He does all kinds of things. So for me, it's Mohamed Kudus for me. That's the 3 I'll go for.
Okay, Musa, did I ask you about it yet? Or
Nah, you haven't.
Go on, brother. Go on.
My defender. If you guys know, there's one at Sporting. Usman Diomande. Look into him. That's one to watch. Look one to watch. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Midfielders, honestly, there ain't much out there. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Midfield. Where are you gonna find a top midfielder out there that is good last season, that's had a good couple of seasons, that is in that bracket of 24 to 20, 22, 24. There's not many out there. Like,
bruv, that's what Varela, bruv.
there ain't many out there. There's
Even McAllister, bruv, it's all over.
It's like
How old is Varela?
Varela 23.
Is something like that, yeah.
If you can get Kvaratskhelia, get Kvaratskhelia right now. Honestly, if you can get me Kvaratskhelia, I would love that kind of player. He is just a star, like absolute star. Him in the Euros was incredible. Watching, he's just the lightning pace, the skill, the finishing. It's just ridiculous.
Right, bro.
If you can get me Kvaratskhelia, get me him tomorrow.
Bro, what are you swapping for Diaz? I'll say Diaz.
I'm swapping for Diaz in a heartbeat.
And 20 million.
In a heartbeat, honestly, him and the just him.
Musa's not mucking
him in the
about
Euros,
here, guys. But I miss
just watching him in the Euros. It was incredible, bro.
Like, is that the guy from Napoli?
Yeah.
He's good.
Bro, just a couple of weeks ago,
the quality is way too good.
He was telling me, Gordon's better than him. I said, bro, are you serious? Gordon, who's stuck for England, one man's playing.
This is what I'm saying, man. Like,
he's one of the best
modern day fans, man.
The Champions League, the team of the tournament. Are you out of your mind, mate? I think you're only picking him because of Gordon's scouse. He said, no, it's not scouse. So tell me why. He goes, because he used to play for them and he had his heart on his sleeve. I said, bro, come out of it, bro. Come out of it.
Get out of it.
Yeah.
If we go into Napoli, Napoli with 50 million, we'll get him.
I think it's more than that.
Napoli need the money, but I think his agent's been saying that he wants to leave, but I don't think 50 million is enough. Honestly, I think it's gonna be even for Anthony Gordon. I think even for Anthony Gordon, it wasn't 50. We tried to bid for him, and we tried to bid him with Gomez, and we couldn't get him.
How much do you reckon?
80 million, 80, 90 million.
I think upwards of 80 million.
80, 90 million upwards.
FSG ain't spending that.
Yeah,
I'm saying if you can get him, if
if they're throwing Diaz,
guys, every player has a price, right? Every player has a price.
Every team have, especially Napoli, that Napoli team right now.
Oh, guys,
they're trying to sell Osimhen. They're trying to sell Osimhen. They need to sell players. Napoli need to sell players. That's why desperately need to sell players.
They're trying to get
need the money.
Lukaku.
They're trying to get Lukaku. Yeah, I think they already got. I think they're already getting him. I think Osimhen's might be going the other way. But I'm telling you, they need the money. They need the money desperately to reinvest. They finished 10th last season. They just lost their first game of the season 3-0. I think they are not good right now. They need to reinvest. So Kvaratskhelia, come, we'll give you the money. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully, please, just FSG, just sort something out. That's what I'm saying. Man.
Yeah, listen, this is the only way they could be forgiven if they get quality players like that in. That's what I said. I'm no longer saying like, we need to spend, have a little bit of ambition. I want big ambition now, man. After what you did to us, I want the big players now. I don't give a damn anymore, man. That's the only way. Like, we'll forget about this nonsense you've been doing. Big players through the door, man. But let's 100%. End it with the chat, Nurbis, and then we get out of here, man. Let's see what they're saying, innit?
No, Breeze, is he frozen?
No, Breeze, I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you, man.
Sorry, I was on mute, guys. Yeah, my bad. Ravi says here, just sell the whole blood cut team and Ras in Liverpool doing. This is stupidity. We are going to get rinsed as a club now. No, we are desperate. Leaving it late is mad.
Oh, no, Peter, with a Jamaican accent.
I grew up in Hackney, man. Don't worry. Don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch that.
I've seen a lot of Callum Scanlon.
Scanlon.
Scallon.
Yeah, it's
Scanlon,
Gallon.
Scanlon.
In 21s, he's a real talent. Who does he play for?
He's on Liverpool, isn't he? Liverpool. Yeah,
Is
they're both
that boy
Liverpool.
at Liverpool? Do you know the mixed race one, the fast one, like always
Yeah.
dribbles?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The one with a bit of afro.
Yeah.
Him, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got two Irish mixed race youths as well that are bad as well.
Yeah. Steve says, when FSG put a club up for sale, a fake sale, buyers made inquiries.
Yeah.
Sanctuary says, too many men. That's a tune back in the day.
Too many men.
Rod's gonna bust a little verse of I'm a secret Thunderbird drinker. Whoa. I don't understand the reference.
Listen, that drink, yeah, Thunderbirds back in the day, right, was a big drink in it. It's like like American wine.
Okay.
Like American wine and that. Do you know what I mean? It's like that was well known in the black community. Thunderbirds, boy. You went to a dance on the day, you had to look at Thunderbirds in your pocket and think that, hey, listen, that's some nostalgia there, my G. Nostalgia for you.
Lads, Steve says here, lads, fans of clubs owned by FSG in America all hate them. But why do the fans in the city of Liverpool, mostly like FSG, make sense?
Boys.
I don't think they like him. I think it's just they're indifferent to it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
they're indifferent. They don't like.
I don't know. I don't know. They got some FSG lovers out there. Trust me.
Nobody knows that, man.
Breaking news: Endo signed a 5-year extension after agreeing to reduce his wages.
That's some fake news there, boy.
I'm telling you, man.
Trust me, bro. Sauce.
Ravi says the way we are moving is making me fall out of love with Liverpool. Why should I, as long-term fan, back crap like FSG, Edwards, Hughes, and Slot, who are doing effort to progress the club? With that, I'd say to save your mental health, just watch the team and enjoy the football rather than, it can't take a toll on you when you think about the whole situation, and you feel helpless. You'll feel helpless, and it won't be good for your mental health. Just think about just enjoying the football. I'm telling you now. Ravi says whether we win a trophy with Slot, I will never back him. Never. The sooner he leaves, the better.
Wow.
The crop we have become since he turned up. I'm fine that Klopp left. We are just a mid-table with Slot. I don't think it's Slot's fault, Ravi. I don't know about you lot. Do you guys blame Slot for this?
You know what it is?
It's not his fault.
You know what it is? I'll say one thing about Slot, right, which is my criticism, right, and this is why people will think this, because Slot is like he's a yes man, and what is he goes along to get along. You ever heard of that term? Going along to get along. Do you know what I mean? So he's not gonna come out and say like, nah, bun that anything. Nah, I don't like the way you treat me. I don't like the way you're treating the team. You're not giving me the right tool. You're not giving me the right tools at the day to sort of like do my job. Blah 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? He's never gonna rock. He's never gonna rock the apple cart at the apple cart. Yeah. That's why people will think it. Well, if you're moving like that, well, you might as well say you're in it with them. Do you know? Because he's the one that comes out and says it today, right? That we're not going to make any transfers because the team's good enough, which he knows the team is not good enough.
Everyone knows that.
How can a team they be good enough, to win the title, right? When you finish third last season, and arguably you're weakening the squad because you're selling players. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how you want to improve on the points tally. This is what he says. He wants to improve on the points tally that we had last season. You can't do that without getting recruitments and obviously freshen up your team. But he will go along to get along. So if that's the case, what you might have say, right? Well, you're in it with them because whatever they tell you, you're gonna spin. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think to come to his defense. I don't think he's a yes man per se. I think he's just idealistic, where he thinks he can improve the team with his tactics and his style of play.
I think it'll be a both, you know.
I don't know. Because some
I
of the
think it'll be a both.
some of the things he's come out and said, and they has been very questionable. You have to question it. You know what I mean? You can't be expected to sort of like improve on a team and improve on a team's tally at the end of the day. If A, you've got the same team that finished third last season, and B, at the end of the day, right, the squad is actually being arguably weakened. Do you know what I mean? And you're not bringing any reinforcements.
Any players,
you can't argue that. And plus as well, putting sort of like Gravenberch in the day, right? Putting Gravenberch in a position in the day that he's unfamiliar with, right, is the best way and a sure way of getting that player that you depended on burnt out too quick. Do you know what I mean? You know, and then what do you do then when he starts getting burned out? What is your kind of like decision then? What do you do then?
What's the backup plan? Yeah.
There's no backup. What's the backup plan? What, put some line in there?
Leone is his backup plan.
Exactly, and that's another thing as well, because you're gonna burn him out too quick. He ain't gonna have time to develop, is he? Do you know what I mean? So it's just it's just questionable. Some of the things that he said is very questionable. Look, at the end of the day, Musa, he may not be one. He may not be a yes man, right? Yeah. But some of the things that he says at the day, right, are arguably questionable. And you have to look at him sideways and say, right, brother, how are you moving like that? Is that how you moving?
I agree, but I think it's coming more from a naivety. This is probably the best team he's ever had in his career. So he does think, oh, this is a good team, you know, compared to what I had. But I think when he sees the level of the Premier League and plays teams like this,
what I'm seeing is,
I agree with that. I could agree with that.
You know what I'm saying when they say another man's rubbish is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
That's what it's right there. You see, it's right there, bro. It's right there. It's there, black and white.
What is this? Steptoe son?
Come on, the team we got now is obviously the improvement than the team that he had in PSV, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just to me, guys, it's just going to be a long season. If we don't sign anyone, it's just going to be a long season, in my opinion.
We ain't signed no one.
The expectation has to drop for the manager. You can't expect him to make water out of wine. It's not Klopp, especially it's not Klopp. Sorry, wine out of water.
Anyone. I don't want us to sign anyone, and then we have problems. And you know what? And we finished like 7th, or 8th, and then we all go mad and we're going to look for FSG, bro. I'm sorry.
We're going to look for them.
That's the only way it's going to work. It's the only
out.
The only way it's going to work. If our team gets burned, I'm sorry. I love them. I'll follow them to the depths of hell, bro. But to get them out, bro. To get them out, I'll swipe my nose, bro. To get them out, I'll do any, bro. I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
Anton, let me ask you a question, Anton. Did you used to watch Steptoe son?
Yeah.
He goes like, you dirty old man.
Guys, we've got to finish soon, innit? So let's just do I think the new people, innit, we haven't put on there. So let's do their chat and then.
Deal with them, man.
Go on, Rubits. I think that's a new person, innit? So
Red Vision.
Conte has been promised. Carava will not be sold this window, unfortunately.
Napoli player, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that could change.
And says Ignacio can play left centre back. Great passer, can carry the ball forward, and quick, still young.
Exactly.
Red Vision says Conte has been promised.
It's the same one, yeah.
My bad. Ravi says here, attractive footy, pleasing on the eye, win trophies if no injuries happen. Big if no injuries happen. Yeah, that's true. Philip says here, not a chance in hell do I put any blame on Slot. I can't agree, yeah.
You can't, man. It's not his fault.
You gotta give him a chance. You gotta give him a chance.
We don't blame him, but I just think in the day, sort of like, as I said, you know what I mean? He's like, he knows why he's been brought into the club. Make no mistake.
Yeah, of
He
course.
knows why
He ain't a
he's
fool. He ain't a fool. He knows,
he knows, and I think, you know, if we're looking for a person and that's gonna stand up and be counted, it's not him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ravi says here, I'm not interested in slotting his yes man style. I'm not interested. He will play this and that. We need results, action. Not waiting for he will. When we get left behind, then we shall see. Yeah, I guess we will have to wait and see. Jean Gray says here, one love at LFC, the panel and the chat. What a thing. This could be a heartbreaking season for us and no fulfill rivals' dreams for us to completely drop off. And
Spot on.
yeah,
I'm expecting a drop off, man.
as says the 16 players have either been sold or gone on loan up to now, with over 70 million made with clauses from Solanke and Luis Alberto Ruku.
Yeah. People forgetting that, you know.
Yeah.
Jean Gray says here, we were told from beginning, look at how FSG deals with all the sports companies and how they deal with them. There's no love, only business. 100%. Peter Toll says, I believe FSG are playing transfer poker. They are holding out for the last few days for even cheaper deals. Yeah.
What do you think about this one, guys? Like from Scottish Bear, though. What do you think about this one?
I think two of them walk.
Yeah,
I can't say who.
Two of them stay.
We can't afford that. We can't even afford that.
You know what? I think two of them walk, and I think it's going to be Trent and Salah.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree.
Salah's the only one.
And the only reason I agree,
leave.
and the only reason I agree that Trent is one of them that's going to go, because do you remember the interview you did with, I think it was Gary Neville last year? And he says he takes things season by season. So if we're not competing this season, I think he's gone.
You know what it is? The thing is about it, he's 24.
But we're not going to compete this season. What do we expect? We're not going to compete this season. So it's like, I think Trent knows that this is part of it. I think next season is the season where we should be able to compete. He's got 2 years. Got 2 years left, man. Like, they did sort it out now.
He's got a year. He's got a year. You know what?
Salah's got a year left.
In January, if he doesn't sign a contract, he could speak to any club. Him, Van Dijk.
He could start speaking to clubs in January. He can literally start speaking to clubs. I think what it is at the day is like he's 25 years old, and he's seen what he's won. He's won the Premiership, he's won the Champions League, he's won the FA Cup, and he's won the League Cup. And he won literally all those sort of things that before he was before he's 25. Do you know what I mean? Like before he's 24. And like what it is at the day, is seeing what's happening over in Real Madrid with his good friend Bellingham, right? And remember the day when we wanted Bellingham, right? It was Jurgen Klopp and Trent was talking to him and said, "Come over here." Don't be mistaken in the day that Bellingham's not doing the same thing to him, and he's probably looking at the setup of Liverpool, and he's looking at the setup of sort of like Real Madrid, and thinking that, well, you know what? This is more attractive for me. That's what he's probably thinking. So that's why I can see sort of like, Trent going. And as for Mo Salah, he's probably thinking, well, look, you know what, in the day, I've done everything at Liverpool, because you know what it is? He's already talking at the day saying that he can see himself playing for a London club, And he goes like he wouldn't play for a club up north like Man United, Man City, or whatever. He wouldn't, you know what I mean? He wouldn't play for that because obviously he feels it's disrespectful to Liverpool. But he said he could see himself playing for a London club. Now, if those sort of things are going around his head at the moment, who's to say at the day that he won't go to Real Madrid?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could if you go to clubs like that, like you could put your name up there as one of the. If he wins the trophies, that is, he could people want to be remembered, don't they? Footballers always want to be remembered. You know what I mean? And playing at Liverpool right now, the way we're playing and the way we're not really ambitious, ain't gonna put your name up there as one of the greatest right backs. You know, Trent has that. You know, has that game about him, hasn't he, guys? Like he could
Yeah.
become one of the greatest right backs in world football, but we're not giving him that opportunity to be that. So sometimes players go elsewhere for that, you know what I mean? And going to Real Madrid, she will be remembered, you know what I mean? Especially a weak league, you know what I mean, guys? It's not even like a competitive league anymore. So you could show up and do your business over there, you know what I mean? Neurobeats.
100%, yeah. Like I was gonna ask you guys, taking your Liverpool bias out of it, and if you were Trent's a father or family member, would you advise him to sign a new contract or go to Real Madrid?
Us, Kieran, go ahead, brother. Kieran?
Yo.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Sorry, man.
Sorry, what was the question? Sorry, I was just doing something there.
He said if go on.
Taking out your Liverpool bias or your Liverpool hat off, if you was Trent's father or family member, would you advise him to sign for Liverpool or go and sign for Real Madrid?
Mate, to be honest, you'd probably have to say go to Madrid. But there is a part of me that thinks, because he is a Scouser, and I know that people use that a bit too extreme, but he could become a club legend. Like if you look at Steven Gerrard, Steven Gerrard has a decent trophy cabinet. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have elite trophy cabinet. But he's still known as a legend of Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So maybe they might look at it and say, well, you could become that, or if you want trophies, obviously go to Real Madrid, because Real Madrid at this moment in time is going to win more trophies than Liverpool. And that comes from the top, really, doesn't it? So listen, either way, if he does decide to leave, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be happy with him, but I can't really blame him.
You can't, man. It's one of those situations, isn't it, Kieran? Like normal circumstances, Liverpool fans get angry. They burn shirts outside, burn shirts outside the stadium. But now, the way the club is run, I wouldn't even say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, to say good luck to the player. That's all I can do.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely agree. I think I would definitely advise him go experience Madrid, go experience great nights competing for trophies every season for a bit, and if we're still around,
come back.
Maybe we can come back. Yeah,
it's true.
I think a lot of these players are born in the wrong era. Because Liverpool,
true,
Liverpool in the Liverpool in the 70s and 80s. Trust me, big bad boy stuff, bro. Do you know what I mean? Winning leagues, winning Champions Leagues. Do you know what I mean? Like John Barnes, Ian Rush, Kenny Dalglish. Like these guys probably looking at this right now and going, "What the fuck's this?" Because let's be honest, mate. Back then, like even Bill Shankly said it best. I know that was a time ago. Finish second is a failure. Like that's what we used to be. That's what we used to be.
Yeah, spot on, Kim. Spot on. It's bullish, isn't it? Newbies. I think there's a new person. I hope he's subscribed, by the way.
Bullish says FSG used the same model for Boston Red Sox. Got in cheap, sell to buy, spend a little bit of P's, get the club on top and sustain, and then they are actually Red Sox fans. They can't give a F about LFC. Yeah, I can't really defend or blame anyone that's against FSG at the moment.
No,
you can't, man. You can't. It's undefendable. That's
why we can't. If Trent was to say, you know what, guys, I'm gone, the majority of fans who with the intelligence will say, bro, he did the right move. And the same about his family. The mad thing is, I know his cousin that lives in London. He's crazy, but he never told us for time that he's his cousin. Only if you look at him and think, he's his fucking cousin. His name's Silver. I won't even say anything. I said, bro, if he went, he went. He don't care about football. If he speaks about football, you're like, oh, I don't even like football though. I'm like, cool. Anyway, if Trent was to say, bam, guys, I'm gone, I'd be like, bro, well done. You're free. Maybe you can, and you know what? If I was him, I would say a statement, say, you know what? It's because of these, be honest, it's because of these guys, powers that be. When they leave, I come back. That's what I'm saying. And then that's when everyone will like, you know what? Let's get the fuckers, get them out, bro. Let's run them out the club. Run them out the club, man. This is a stain, bro. All they want is one. Care about no one. They don't even like the sport.
Listen, man's coming pitchforks in there.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. 100. And
Yeah.
steaks, not steak, not just pitchfork steaks. You know, steaks they use to kill the vampires. Same thing. I'm using them as well, bruv. Them out, bruv, out. Don't
Listen,
come back there again.
The man's coming with garlic, you know. Garlic, you know.
Yeah, standard. They're Rod, I'm not bleeding us dry. Are they not bleeding us dry? Yes or no?
Yeah, it's true, man. That's
Are they
true,
not
man.
bleeding us
That's
dry? Exactly. You got to use the powers, bro. Use the crucifix or whatever, holy water.
yeah. Buffy the Vampire.
Yeah, man. Yeah, great stream, guys. Appreciate everyone jumping on today. Made it what it was. Thanks for the chat as well for being here, putting up with us, and also interacting and even interacting amongst yourselves. Trying to grow here, so make sure you like, subscribe. There's more bigger things to come. Hopefully, you'll hear it soon. We've got a show coming up on Sunday just before kickoff, so an hour or so before kickoff, where we discuss the team, the lineups, and what have you. And then straight after, after the match, we have instant match reaction. Join us, and then on Monday we'll do a deep dive.
It's my birthday on Sunday, you know.
Happy
birthday, Ross.
Birthday!
Yeah, my birthday.
Hopefully Liverpool can get Uncle a win, so it doesn't dampen.
That's the worst birthdays when Liverpool lose.
Listen, if Eddie had to lose, I'm going up to Anfield, and me and Slot having some words, mate, some strong words.
No, it's not him. It's FSG, bro.
I don't care. I don't care. You're all getting it.
It's just like, you need something. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah. You know.
Uncle, you need to go. Take a flight straight to Boston. Yeah. Don't go Anfield. Go to Boston.
Direct.
Punch up, man.
Thanks for tuning in. Happy birthday to Uncle Rod's. Wish him a birthday. And more will be coming on Monday as well. We'll be doing a deep dive on a review of the game, and we'll talk about it in depth and who stood out and who was maybe a weak link in Liverpool's game.
Punching up.
But who need to be patterned. But at the end of the day, thanks you guys for joining in, and we are out.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Big up.
Love.
Guys, don't go anywhere, yeah? Don't go anywhere, yeah?
All right, cool. We're